And we are live. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's another week of Upper Chain Podcast. Today is Motion Monday. Man, we're gonna set it up in a positive way today. We got a light show today. No real subject today. We're just gonna have fun with free questions. And my co-host is for today, man. What's going on?
Hey, you already know it's your boy BU, because that's all you got to motherfucking do. Hey, I might wild out today, but I'm gonna keep it calm. Just warning, warning. Yeah, and we got our boy AB. What's up, AB?
What's up? What's up with y'all? Yeah, you know how I'll get down. Today has been one of those days where I'm just like, fuck it. You goddamn work's not stressful, but you know that I am on some tight deadlines and I do have a lot of work. And there is a particular person that I work with, real cool dude, but he needs to stop breaking shit.
Said cousin, stop breaking shit, yeah.
So yeah. But I'm here. I'm live today. So
okay.
That's what's happening.
What's up, man Hatter?
I'm just here for the snacks.
You just here for the
snacks? And we got Montana Cobain down there. What's happening, Montana?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Yeah, going on.
Hey, where you at? You on the road? You on the road, Montana?
What's going on, Miss Turner? How you doing, love?
Yeah, I'm in Mount Airy, North Carolina. I'm coming down the mountains.
Okay, drive safe, brother. Drive safe.
Yeah.
Definitely drive safe coming on that mountain, boy.
Mm-hmm.
You better have that hands free now. You know what I'm saying? We don't want you going through nobody's back door.
Oh no, man! Everything up in here, touch only, one finger or voice command. I paid top dollar for these damn phone and iPad mounts, man. Damn phone mount was down $70. I ain't got
Hey, make sure that insurance right good too. Hey, make sure that insurance is good,
Oh yeah, got to have that life insurance, man. Something happened to my black ass. My kids got to have it now.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, how was y'all weekend?
I had a great weekend, man. Very relaxed weekend. Shouts out to all the mothers and Mother's Day weekend. How about y'all fellas?
I had a successful weekend.
What do you call successful?
What do I call successful?
Yeah. Like, what's a successful weekend for you?
Getting things accomplished that I didn't think I could accomplish on the weekend.
I like that. Well, I had a
sounds pretty successful to me, man.
Yeah, I had a good weekend.
We know we gotta watch some Florida boy. They slick.
There we go. Hold on, am I the only? Yeah, I'm the only Florida boy on here. We start early.
Family,
I see.
My family from down there, but you know what I'm saying. I'm a Carolina boy at heart. You know what I mean? But so I got your back though. I got your back.
Oh, you got my back.
I got your back, dog.
Hey, want to hop on, Mister? We gotta figure out how to put on. You want to hop on?
You gotta send him the new link. I forgot we got a new link. You gotta send him the new link.
Oh, okay. Let me send it to him after I answer this. My weekend was good. I hung out with grandma and moms, and my sister came to visit Orlando, which was a good thing. Like they took all my money too. Yeah, we gotta have a discussion about that later with them. They took all my money. Yeah.
What's up? We see you, Larry Lawson.
Yeah. But overall, it was good. It was worth it, actually. It was great, actually. And
you said who took your money?
All of them.
You said who took your money? Oh, he said grandma.
Moms, like
Hey,
The
that's
lady, like
they're
everybody,
supposed to do that.
and they did.
He said, and they did.
And they did, yeah. But it was worth it though. Don't get me wrong, it was worth it. Like, because grandma
Right.
going through her situation that you know about, So it's like making memories at this point with her,
Right.
and you got to keep making memories with her, keep her remembering me and everything like that. And like over the weekend, hey, I got new headphones. Hey, we out here. Hey, I'm professional now. I gotta act different again. I gotta act different now. I'm professional. Got the headphones. You gotta act different.
Yeah. We like
I
you
gotta
headphones, man.
I gotta tighten up with the behavior. All right, let me. All right, all right. Yeah, let me add Uncle on here.
Yeah, I copied and pasted it on Instagram. I sent it to him. I mean, on YouTube. He
I
should be
still
able to
sound
get it.
choppy.
Nah, you sound pretty good, brother. We hear you very good.
Oh yeah, no, I was coming down Mount Airy, man. 7 miles of 6% straight decline and nothing but curve after curve after curve.
Now
But
you sound super clear now.
I know, yeah, I was in the mountains for real, for real. I was up there where you don't want to be at.
Okay.
Oh,
How's the
turn it
weather?
down. What's your weapon on?
He said, "How the weather
Rainy
up
and
there?"
gloomy, bro. Rainy and gloomy. Depressing.
Hey, B. Hey, B, you want to start off? You got any questions?
Would you want to go ahead and start asking questions?
If y'all want. So do y'all feel it? Hey, no, hold on. No. First off, man, you said you had some breaking news for the chat. What's that breaking news you have for everybody?
We discussed this a little bit. It was Tory Lanez got stabbed in prison.
Oh man, they said he got stabbed 14 times. Which y'all feel think about
Damn.
that, man?
That's sad.
Y'all think that was coerced?
That was behind the scenes shit. Yeah, that was planned.
Yeah, I think that was some behind the things going on right there. Absolutely.
Yo,
Yo, we got a lot of dog in the building. What's up, player?
what's going on, gentlemen?
Uh-oh, who that? He'll be right back. Probably had a connection issue.
Barry White, what? Came in with that talking.
Said all the ladies took your money. Be you.
What's up?
You said they took all your money, brother.
Hey, yeah. All of it. They took everything. They took everything. I want this. I want that.
It was worth it though, wasn't
It was worth it. It was definitely worth it. Seeing my grandma, chilling with my grandma, it was definitely worth it. And because grandma's getting older, so anytime spent with grandma, it's
golden.
Yeah, and grandma, you had anything you want.
Right.
But with me saying that to grandma, moms think she can have anything she wants. Hey, hold up. You got a little bit more time, mom.
But she might. So mom gonna have her way now.
yeah, she bougie. So yeah, me telling grandma she can get anything she want. Mom thinks she can get anything she want. And that's how it went. That's exactly how it went.
Pretty much. She said that's exactly how it went.
Yeah.
Truth be told.
Honestly. And I was like, yo. So this week, hey, word of the week today for me, budgeting. Hey, I gotta get my money back.
Nah, for real. Budgeting.
Get that money back.
Yeah, I gotta get my money back up.
Hey, but look, Father's Day just around the corner, man. So you got all of them love on you.
Nah, Hey, I got my birthday next Monday.
Okay.
Hey, it's my birthday today. Actually, my birthday the whole month. So happy birthday to me. My birthday the whole month. It's all about me. And then I got Father's Day right after.
When is it not all about BU? I think it's always about me.
That was very that was very yeah, damn.
It's selfish of me. I liked it though.
That was giving very Bridezilla vibes. The whole month, boy. Wait a minute. Oh shit.
Hey,
All
let me
right,
ask
let's
you
get this
guys a
thing
question.
started.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys a question, man. If y'all could have a dinner with any fictional character, who would it be and why?
Fictional character.
Mine would be the Joker.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure y'all know why. I ain't even gotta explain it. Either the Joker or Thanos, actually, to be honest. The Joker or Thanos. Because they're looked at as bad, but they're not really bad, actually. When you do a deep dive, they're not really bad people.
Alright. So you gave it to who? So what's your why, BU?
Because they're crazy about what they believe in.
Respect. Anybody else share
Yes.
want to go?
All right. I got one.
Lawson got something. What's up, bro?
I say Denzel Washington on Book of Eli, the Eli character.
Oh wow, that's dope.
Yeah, you took it.
Yes, dope.
Okay.
Yes. I like that.
But why?
That.
Why?
What's your why?
To learn the discipline, to learn how he was able to stay disciplined, walk by faith and not by sight.
Yes, that's dope. Respect.
Marshall.
Look,
Yes.
Marshall, who's your person?
Well, I was going one until BU said the Joker. I was going to go with the Riddler. And since Law Dog went with Book of Eli, I think I'm going to go Orlando Bloom's character from the Kingdom of Heaven.
Ooh, okay, that was good. That's a deal.
All right, hey man, look, man, see y'all making me rethink my goddamn answer now. Shit, y'all think so prolific in y'all answers. That was good. These good answers though.
Hey, go ahead, repeat.
So
repeat.
So what's your why, Matt?
Because he went through a heartbreaking tragedy and then walked the line of finding his own kingdom of heaven that was pure in his heart or pure in his mind. So he walked the line that even though he was probably doing things that were probably devastating, he was still searching for his own inner peace. And even at the end of it, he still was just the guy that wanted the peace at the end of it all.
Right. You got an answer, AB? Any fictional character you would like to have a dinner with?
That I like to have dinner with?
Yeah,
it'd probably be Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot?
Yeah, Mr. Robot. Y'all know who Mr. Robot is?
Who that is?
Are you talking about Rami Malek's character?
I don't know the actor's name.
Are you talking about the USA series?
The dude that was going around hacking everybody and shit, like the little cyber dude.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I loved that opening speech at the therapist's office.
Yeah, that was dope. But that's why I interviewed. That's how I like to have dinner with. This nigga's doing some remarkable things in that TV show that's still remarkable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that was.
even though it was fake
Show.
and they skipped all the hard stuff and went straight to like the amazing shit that you could do, whatever. But still.
What about you,
Okay.
Montana?
Yo, what's the question again?
If you could have a dinner with any fictional character, who would it be and why?
And for me, it'd probably be Hope.
You said Oprah?
Hell no, Hope.
He said,
Oh, you said the Hulk. Oh, my bad.
Did you say a gopher?
he said
No,
Oprah.
Oprah. Oh
Right?
shit, Oprah. Damn.
Yeah,
Damn, Montana. What? You trying to play
man.
like?
I don't know what's wrong with that man, but hey, but nah, for me, it'd be Hope because, I guess me being so little growing up, I always felt like I had this alter ego, and I always felt like when people pissed me off, I just turned into somebody else, and that's exactly who the fuck Hope. Who the fuck Hope is. You know what I'm saying? He's a split personality, and you don't want to piss him off. So I would love, you know what I'm saying, to chop it up with him and see how he can tame that monster and still a smart ass scientist. You know what I mean? That takes
Right. I respect that. Man, I think they had great ass answers, man, and I think it allowed me to sit here and actually think about a good one. For me, I think it'd be Lucy.
Oh, I love
I
that.
Love Lucy.
No.
Oh,
No, he's talking
movie.
about the killer. The
Joe.
killer chick.
No, she wasn't a killer. She wasn't a killer.
She wasn't a killer.
The assassin
She wasn't
chick,
a
right?
killer.
Nah,
Huh?
that's Scarlett Johansson and Robert. Morgan
go.
Freeman.
Oh, no.
There we go.
Oh,
There
okay.
we go. When she had the capacity to use 100% of her brain.
Yeah.
That's who I want to sit down and communicate with. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
She
who I
had
want to
all.
have a dinner with.
Yeah, because she had all the knowledge.
She had all the knowledge. So, you know what I mean? That's who I would have wanted to sit down with. Absolutely. She knew it all. So if I could have with a fictional character to have a dinner with, that's who I would do. It'd be Lucy. From that movie that when she had the capacity to use 100% of her brain, she took something exploded inside of her, right? Like a drug, right?
Yeah, they sold some drugs and a couple of people, and one of the dudes tried to rape her. Got mad. She kind of fought him off, and he beat her up and kicked her in the stomach, and that shit busted him.
Yeah. You know what I
And
mean?
went all through
But
her system.
without the system, the shit was fire. That was a dope movie. I haven't seen it. That was a dope movie. It answered a lot of questions too. So if you're like a spiritual person, like you should be interested in watching that.
They actually basically kind of piggybacked off of Limitless.
Yes, they did.
Limitless was
Absolutely.
fire. Limitless
Yes,
was
they
fire.
did.
Taking them little clear pills or Quaaludes or whatever. Like, Limitless, hey, that was fire.
What's a belief that you held so strongly but later changed your mind on?
Not liking white people.
Okay, I respect that.
Hey, yeah, because I like growing up, like I'm not even being funny right now. Actually, I'm funny, but not like I'm not saying I was taught not to like white people, but the things I heard about white people growing up, and then and to be honest, it was white people who got me where I'm at right now in my stage of life, my career, like everything.
Right.
Because, all white people ain't bad, and all black people ain't good.
Absolutely.
Facts. Big fact.
Yeah. So and then you gotta have a mind, and that comes with. All right, I'm gonna piggyback off that. You gotta have a mind of your own. Because just because he ain't good to you, don't mean he ain't good to me. to be honest.
Amen.
So yes,
Amen. I mean, I think that goes for all people. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a
yes,
stigma that that they try to. That you got to understand. You got to understand that it's bigger than us for the division. You know what I mean? They want
yeah,
us to be at odds with one another because they realize that if we all collectively came together, we can make anything happen. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So if we keep y'all divided, then we still conquer y'all. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But if we all get on same accord, we can make something magnificent happen. And that's what they're afraid of because they do realize that it's more of us than them. It's more people who are without multi-million dollars than people who are. They are the 1% of the world, but the 1% of the world control it. So the only reason why they control it is because they got the consumers divided. As soon as the consumers realize that, and we all get on one accord, and realize that the illusion of money is just an illusion. Um, the world would be it's the upside down. And it
yeah.
wouldn't be no rich or poor man. It'd be a barter system. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
What
You
about you,
think
but
Law
it?
Dog?
You think it'll be a barter system nowadays, though?
I think it would be a barter system. You know what I mean? You may be good at gardening, I may be good at sewing. You know what I mean? Vice versa. In the all things, you may be good at fixing cars. You may be good at painting. It's gonna be a barter system.
Shit,
When
nowadays
money,
niggas is
when
just
you
gonna
got,
rob you. They just gonna rob you because they ain't got it. I
Yeah.
mean, straight up facts.
But
I
in a way,
mean,
I get where he coming from because when you think about
in anything,
the
there's going to
agenda
be
you have,
bandits, but everybody's not a bandit. You know what I mean? And some people have integrity. You know what I mean? So everybody's not just going to be out here robbing. That's not going to be the case. You know what I mean? It's still going to be civilized people. In every civilization, there's always been bandits. There's always been people who's going to go against the grain. Where there is good, there's going to be evil.
What you say, Law Dog?
well, the thing is, like all of that, the way everything is, because the agenda they pushed, and like you say, everybody who came to start to bring people together, not just black people, like bringing white people and all other
Yes,
people,
sir.
different races together, they kill or get rid of or discredit them in some kind of way so people don't follow them no more. So they
Absolutely.
did it with Tupac, they did it with Malcolm X, they did it with Martin. A lot of people think the reason they got killed really don't know it. That's nowhere near the reasons. Martin got killed for nothing he was talking about. He had a whole nother agenda he was pushing and
Agenda.
trying to get done that people ain't even know what was going on. And he had more in common with Malcolm than people realize. So behind
Exactly.
the scenes, they thought people. I mean, in the public, they thought they ain't really like each other because they thought so differently. But behind the scenes, they had more in common than people knew.
Right.
It was,
Absolutely.
he was playing the long game. See, everybody was worried about then. Martin was worried about the long game.
Yeah, he was playing chess. Everybody was playing checkers.
Yeah. And then hold on, what was the main topic we were talking about? With I forgot what the question was.
What's a belief you
No,
held?
no, go ahead.
What's a
Oh,
belief you
that I
held
pushed
strongly,
up
but later
on
changed your mind
Yeah,
about it?
that you switched up on. Right,
um,
right.
the aspect of marriage.
Okay, speak on that. Talk to me.
When I was growing up, the world was a totally different place. So morals and stuff you was taught, values you was taught still meant something. The whole aspect of marriage was a whole different belief and meaning. It wasn't, it really, at the time, we didn't see it as a contract back then.
Okay,
So as the decades done went by, that shit just a contract now. It's basically the government got access and control of everything you got going on.
right,
It's not really between you and your wife, or your partner, however you going about your business, but it's like it's not really
right,
between
right.
you and them. They controlling the situation.
I
So
got that.
where's the purity in that?
Right. When you got to go to the courthouse and get a documentation from the court system to say that you legally married.
Exactly. But then me growing up, you know how many households I done been in or been around where I thought these people been married or had their ceremonies and this and that. Not 50% of them ain't even go to a courthouse, but yet they still husband and wife. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's about
Yes,
how you
sir.
treat each other and what y'all see yourself in and what y'all, like, as long as y'all see eye to eye and got an understanding, all that outside shit don't matter.
Yes, sir. I like that.
If I'm
You
all for
got
you,
to.
you all for me. So it's like the concept of marriage and what it was, no, it ain't that no more. So I don't care for titles no more.
I respect that.
'Cause
I
they
Hey,
lost
respect that.
hey,
value.
hey, hey, speaking on titles, like you said, you don't care for titles no more. You think social media changed that?
I think social media played a big part of that because back then, word of mouth, you had to get mostly everything word of mouth or newspaper stuff. Information got out slower. So a lot of
Mm.
people missed out on a lot of information. It never reached them. Now information
Okay.
and anything you want to get heard get dropped at the dot. You push a button and that's it. That shit already out there for the world.
Yeah,
So
Instant.
now it's easier to push your agenda. All the bullshit they want to push and all the negativity and subliminal shit they want to push, it's easier now.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You ain't saying nothing wrong.
Social media is one of the best things created and one of the worst things created at the same time.
It's a
Yes,
gift and a
sir.
curse. Yeah.
Double-headed sword. Absolutely. Agreed.
Yeah.
Hey, B, you got a philosophy you should be strongly about that you switched up on?
You said a philosophy?
A belief
Yeah,
system
yeah.
or something that you believe in? You know what I mean?
I'm about to say y'all switching up the
Oh,
words. Hold
god damn. Nah. For real though, I do. I mean, I used to be. I grew up in the church and stuff like that. Um, but nowadays, I'm not as religious as I used to be. I'm not religious at all. Let me just put it that way. Like
Right.
I respect everybody's religion and everybody different practices and everything, but I just kind of separate myself from that. Uh,
Right.
and there's reasons behind that, but that was just something that I used to feel real strongly about, and then I've been a couple places, I've seen a couple things, I talked to different people from different cultures, different um, religious groups, and I'm like, what the fuck y'all doing? Why y'all so angry at each other for what? Not just on the religious aspect, but it does play a very big part, just like race, right? Black or white or wherever you
Yeah.
from.
Yeah.
Religion is one of the biggest, I would
War
say,
starters.
segregators
Yes.
of humanity, right? Because people feel so uh they're so they feel so strongly about the stuff that they believe,
Hmm.
like it's really hard to bring them together, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially you got the ones that just die hard, like, what I'm saying, Christianity's the best, and you got Muslims thinking, that their belief system is the best and the only one. Like, okay, no nobody can be 100% right, but at the same time, y'all ain't gotta, what I'm saying, dislike each other because somebody else believe in something different than you do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so I can go on and on about that, but yeah, that's one of the things.
I like that. I respect that. Montana, what about you, brother?
on. I'm gonna just say something short to keep the shit going. I used to really believe that wrestling was real. Like
Right.
I I cried when Shawn Michaels put Undertaker in the casket. Like I cried when they burnt that man up. Like I thought that shit was real life. You know what I'm saying, for the longest. You know what I'm saying? And then like now being an adult and watching it and seeing how fake it is and hearing them tell their stories and how everything was basically scripted, it blew my mind. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie to you. It blew my mind when I really found out what it was. Cause that was something I shared with my great grandmother, rest her soul. But
Right.
I used to love wrestling. You know what I'm saying? That was growing up. You know, trying to get the DX Suck It shirts and all that. You know what I mean? So that was a belief of mine that has changed tremendously.
But
Right,
look,
right,
I get where you coming from, but in a way you shouldn't feel that way. Because think about it: how many women feel that way about soap operas? Not many.
Oh,
It's just a TV show. You get what I'm saying? Entertainment.
yeah.
So as a kid, you don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? But wrestling is far from fake. If I do any one of the moves on your ass right now, I bet you I fuck you up. You get what I'm saying? So that shit ain't fake.
But
Them
I'd like to
surgery,
think if I hit you one time with a chair, you'd go down,
All
not
right,
6
all
or
right.
7.
You got a
I mean,
point. All right, you got a
how
point.
many of y'all have been on a trampoline and practice one of them wrestling moves and
I
walk
did it
out
all
that
the
bitch?
time growing up, man. Broke neck, couldn't turn my
Back
head for 3
back
days
hurt.
and shit.
Neck
Yeah,
hurt.
man.
Cause
Yeah, I
it's
remember.
getting scripted, but like them injuries ain't scripted. You feel me?
Yeah.
Niggas
That's
really
definitely
fucked
real.
up. You ever watch the shows with like them niggas that they after stories on how they look afterwards and all that? A lot of them
Oh
niggas
yeah.
fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
All them surgeries that we don't be knowing when they having that little hiatus, niggas be fucked up and trying to get back on right so they can
Like
come back.
a lot of people didn't know. Ric Flair broke his back
Yeah.
and flew out and wrestled the next night.
A lot of
Oh
them did
shit.
crazy. Yeah, man, them niggas was crazy, man. They did, and plus, but remember, they was on heavy roids too. A lot of them in drugs, so
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah.
why a lot of them fucked up too. Them roids got a major side effect on your body later in life.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
That shit
Hell
ain't
yeah.
no.
and cocaine. Don't leave that out. Come on
Oh
now.
yeah, cocaine. All of them, most of them was on cocaine. The '80s, in the early '90s, all that shit
Oh,
was
what?
drugged up.
Oh yeah. Come on, man. Randy Savage, you know that man was coked up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Ultimate
for
Warrior.
real.
Yeah, Ultimate Warrior. That nigga was insane.
You know what I mean? And it caused a lot of PTSD though. You know what I'm saying? Like, condolences to them families that were lost behind the messed up minds of them wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? Going through all that constant trauma to the head and all that jumping through tables and chairs, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's my belief. I don't tune. I watch a lot of the after stories now. I don't as far as like turning on and trying to watch an episode, bro. It's like you can see them talking to each other now. Like, I'm gonna hit you with a left hook. All right, get ready, duck. It's horrible, man.
They're still using the same storylines from the 1980s too. It's just different actors.
Yeah.
Shit. If that's the
Hey, if
case,
it
I
ain't
thought
broke,
Jerry
don't
Springer
fix
was
it.
real.
You said you thought Jerry Springer was real?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
till my
What?
homeboys went on there. That's when I found out the shit was fake. What the fuck is you doing on Jerry Springer, bro? They gave us $500. $500, man. I'm about to sign up. Shit, I'm not going there for the story. Hey, I feel you, AB. I thought the same thing. I thought Jerry. I thought Maury kind of.
Maury.
Yeah, Maury. Ricky Lee. All them folks need to
Murray
watch.
not real? I thought Murray was real. Murray not
Yeah,
real?
well, I ain't gonna lie.
It was
Jerry
real
was
to a certain point, and
early
then it got
Jerry
fake.
was real. Early Jerry was real. The fighting and all that shit was real. Wasn't no fake throwing blows and all that shit. Early Jerry, when they were putting that shit on tape for you to buy,
Yeah.
people was getting fucked up. They were fighting for real on there. That's why they tried to ban Jerry from TV.
There's a documentary about that actually.
Yeah, Jerry fought the system and won.
He did.
And Jerry got mixed kids.
Yeah, he do. Yes, he does.
Yeah, Jerry. Hey, hold on. Jerry got jungle fever.
Yeah, he died. Jerry passed away. He got mixed kids. He left most of his inheritance to his mixed kids.
And they were
Yeah.
pissed
Okay.
about it, boy.
I ain't mad at Jerry.
Jerry looked out.
Yeah, Jerry kept it real.
All right, let's keep it moving.
All right. I think for me, the belief that I changed later is just my thought process with money. When I was younger, I wanted to be rich so that I can, buy the biggest, fattest house, the nicest cars, and sleep with all the women, and do whatever, the rock star lifestyle. But as I am a 30-year-old, 35-year-old dope, with 6 kids. You know what I mean? Domesticated, and you know what I mean. I've been married once. I look at life a total differently. I'm a God fearing man. Um, so I look at life in a different perspective now, and I still strive to be a multi-millionaire so I can create generational wealth for my family. But I want the money for a different reason now. You know what I mean? I won't go buy no big lavish house without everybody in my family living in. I don't need to go buy the fattest car, and I don't need to have sex with all the women in the world. You know what I mean? Like my perspective has definitely changed. So I think that's my thought process of what to do with the riches has changed, or why I wanted to be rich has changed, should I say?
Hey,
That's
so you
real.
want to be rich for the hoes?
See, I used to want to be rich for the hoes. I don't want to be rich for the hoes no
We all know
Okay.
Mister had the hose.
All
Okay,
right.
Mister
Hey,
had the
I gotta
hose.
ask a question.
What?
more.
Like what you say, Montana?
Mister had the hose. Let the record show Mister had the hose. Okay.
He did have a
Eh,
hose.
Come on now. I ain't
He
gonna sit
did.
here and cap. He did. He did.
Yeah,
So
He,
he
he
had the
like
hoes.
me hearing that is like, wow, this is a changed man right here, brother. He's
I know,
changed.
you know, the hell. It's just the same Mister that we
I
knew
swear,
growing up.
Hey, yeah.
did you
Hey,
get cold?
I gotta interview him offline after this. Like, we
Oh
gonna
God.
talk offline.
Oh yeah, we gonna all meet up offline. Real talk.
I got some
Oh
questions
man.
that we can't ask live.
Oh man. Hey man, if y'all guys could travel to any period in time in history, what time would that be?
Let me go first.
What time? What time
Oh
period in
shit!
history?
Because I was about to go. Oh, okay. All right, you got
What
it.
you got for me? What you got for me, Montana?
Honestly, I would want to go back to the gladiator days. I don't know why. I don't know why I have such this enthusiasm about it. I love watching the movies about it, but I just feel like those were the man's man. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the brotherliness, you know what I'm saying? The willing to win. You know what I'm saying? Like if they had to go out to war and they didn't know they knew they weren't gonna come home. If that man said okay, it won't no. I don't. Them ain't my peoples. I ain't gonna go fight. Nah, that man, he took his ass out there and did what he had to do, no matter what the situation was. I would love to go back to the gladiator days, even though they treated
Okay.
blacks, you know what I'm saying, wrong or whatever. But that's not why I'm trying to go back. I'm trying to go back to learn some damn sword fighting and 300 type shit.
All right. All right. Who wanna go next? Hey,
I ain't
be you?
gonna lie.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Law Dog. What you got for
I
me?
ain't gonna lie. I used to do that too, cause like my younger self and the more aggressive self, I always felt like I was more old school, and like I was here in that time frame. Like I reincarnated, and came back as this person. But I think I was in that time frame because I respect more hand to hand combat. I want to watch hand to hand combat and swords before I watch guns.
Right. Right. Right.
That's just
I
me
respect
because
that.
it's more personal. Anybody can pull a trigger. Everybody can't get up on somebody and really, really put that work to them. So
This is
like, I
true.
always look at them different. Like, you say it's a different time frame, more, more honor basically back then. So I used to like it, but then I was like, you know what? Back then though, it was kind of stupid because just like he said, you getting put in wars, you ain't got no chance of winning. Wars that you ain't even really supposed to be in from the get go. You might have a king who just on some dumb shit, and y'all in this war for no reason. So way to
Yo,
honor in that. You get what I'm saying? You fall in, now your family finna lose out on you because you fall in the king that don't know what the fuck going on. He just doing what he want to do. So
yo,
like you gotta
Right.
look at it that way too. You feel me?
Yo,
So
can
like
you?
that's why I say that time frame made me like change like with Roman and all that because people had their agendas. So it's like, and if you was rich and your family had power and your family lineage is strong, like you straight. You feel me? You can make some moves. You can make shit happen.
Can you imagine somebody like you got to go to war, and then y'all niggas line up, and the ops line up, There's like 5,000 of y'all. There's 5,000 of them niggas, and you at the front of the line, and y'all going ahead straight forward. Y'all running full speed towards each other, ready to fight with swords.
I'm not with none of that. Yeah,
Exactly.
you can
That's
have.
what I'm saying.
Hey, Logo, you can have
Yeah.
that. That's you.
That's what I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's what made me change my mind. Because when you get older and more logical about stuff, it make you think about all that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? They was really pawns. Like it was really pawns.
I'm like,
No, that's the same
for
military we
real.
got nowadays.
Yeah, but look, that's what everything is based off of old things, and everything is based off chess.
It is.
Yeah.
War is based off chess.
And you're gonna have it's casualties at war.
Yeah, so it's like, so that shit. That's why I say that time frame. I used to like it for what it stood as a man and the honor, but then when you think about it, like I say, the people who was in power and how they ran shit, I couldn't be a part of that. So it's like the time frame I would pick would probably be. I ain't gonna lie. I probably want to be around. Even though it was dangerous, I want to be around when the Panthers was doing their thing, though. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, man. I agree with you, bro. You done took my goddamn answer. I'm gonna come up with another one now.
Hey, you just said my answer too, because hey, I want to be around where Rosa Parks sat on the front of the bus. I want to be around that time, like yo, because hey, the back, and then the back of the bus is cool as fuck though.
No, I ain't even gonna lie. I want to be around.
As kid.
I want to be around that era when Fred Hampton and Malcolm was doing their thing, though. I ain't even gonna lie. Like
That's
either
dope.
one of them time frame, that's when I be on, because like them boys, they were so dangerous. That's how you knew what they was on was righteous, because they had to get rid of them.
Exactly. Because they had to get rid of them.
Yo, take me back to goddamn when take me back to like the Mali Empire or some shit, nigga. I want to see when Africans were flourishing. When we had the most advanced scholars and just to see how the world was back then, and then kind of how we ended up, where we are now. Because y'all done heard the stories about Africa. There's been tons of rich African kings. I mean, there's a lot of rich Africans now, but it's just that the most rich quality.
The richest man in the world was Master Musa. Yes.
Yeah. That nigga. That's why the Europeans went to Africa, bro. I think it was his fault. Like this nigga made a voyage from Mali to all the way up to about Turkey, giving out money, nigga, fucking up the whole economic balance everywhere he went. He was giving out so much money, nigga. He ran inflation up through the roof.
Yeah.
And them Europeans were like, "Shh, them niggas got money down there. They got gold down there."
I think I'd want to go back to the Crusades.
The Battle of the Crusades?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh,
why is that though?
Why is that?
That's tough.
Maybe we could solve the Muslim-Christian war a different way through the Crusades.
Do you think different religions are still at war right now, though?
I'm gonna need y'all boys put these shovels up. Y'all going too deep.
No, I love it. I love it, man. I love it, bro. I love it.
Nah, me too. Yeah. What's up? What's next, y'all?
Yeah, let's keep it going. Let's get it. All right, we on to something. Let's get it.
I'm trying to get to my charger now. I got one. So we think we might still have
what you got, AB?
a young
what's your
a young woman listener. Hold
on.
Yeah, I heard her breaking up.
My bad. I ain't mean to talk over you. What
No,
time
you
frame for you,
good.
AB?
You said what? What's up?
I mean, AB, BU. What time frame for you?
What time frame? I said it already.
Are you gonna change it? Or you gonna stay you?
Yeah. I'm in that time frame. Yeah.
I think
I would have been on the bus with Rosa Parks. Hey, real shit.
I think I think I do the Rolling 20s. You know what I mean? Langston Hughes, Zeta Fitzgerald, um,
Ooh,
yeah, Billie Holiday. You know, what I'm saying that era. You know, when black people, you know, where it was being glorified by their magnificence and their
yeah,
literature. You know what I
black
mean? Yeah,
excellence. Yeah,
yeah.
I
black
feel that.
excellence.
Yeah.
I would love to been in the Harlem Renaissance era. Yeah, absolutely. Um,
Like let's get it.
what's the most unusual place that you found inspiration?
Home.
Say so.
And hey, let me explain. Home. Because
Explain that.
when we were growing up, I used to hate being home. Nigga, we was outside. All y'all on this podcast right now know we was outside. That's the most unusual
Yeah,
place. But now that I'm home, I find peace right here. It's peaceful. Even though these kids get loud as hell and I gotta tell them to shut the hell up and all that, but like there's peace. But yeah, home is like I didn't know how much you could get from being home. But I gained a lot of knowledge
that's
from
my
not
key.
being home. So, what you say, Lodo?
No, I was
Yeah.
I said something to grandma.
Oh yeah. Yeah, grandma just left me. Grandma back home. But yeah, speaking of home,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, home, bro. Home is the most unusual place because I always felt like I got to be outside. Like, I got to be in these streets to do anything, to get anything handled, to do anything. But now from home, I handle everything from the crib. Like whether it's building a resume, whether it's like getting the next job, or whether it's like bettering myself or like bettering my family, like stuff like that. So yeah, that's home, and that's a tricky question, and that's a tricky answer as well. But nigga, you got to be home.
Yeah.
I like that. Man, what is an unusual place where you found inspiration, brother?
I'm gonna have to say the shower. I know they say people sing in the shower and everything like that, and I don't sing in the shower, but I'll go there to clear my head, but I'll end up coming up with new stuff that I think sounds great and everything, and I find myself
Yes.
wishing that a pen and pad worked in water.
Yes, I like that. I like that. What about you, Montana?
The most unusual place, I'm gonna have to agree with Marshall, man. I say the shower and the shitter
Yeah, yeah.
because I think a lot when I'm on that toilet, and then when I'm in the shower, like he said, man, I'm in that shower. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us use that shower to decompress. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be the work day stress or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We can be decompressing from the joys of sex or whatever, but it gives you that time, that moment to think when that water's just hitting on you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what? I'm gonna go do this, or I can do this that way instead of doing it like this. So yeah, I agree with Marshall on that one, man. Shower or the shitter.
Hey, you say the shitter. So is the shitter on the road or is the shitter at home?
You want to see my shit on the road?
No, nigga, no. You're a truck driver. I'm just asking.
Said no.
This is my shit on the road. This is my bucket. Now, all you want to get a CDA, better get you a 5-gallon bucket. Cause it ain't a bathroom everywhere, dog. Let me tell you that right now.
A radio talk show recorded. So that's what this podcast is.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I asked that question. Sorry to the audience.
It's him and a few other fellas.
I mean, I can walk in the truck stop, but sometimes.
Yeah.
I do. I'm not doing it right now. I got my camera off, but yeah, you can have your camera on.
Little shitty move.
Hey man, hold on. I keep wet wipes with me, man. I ain't used a tissue since 2011.
Hey, AB, what is the unusual place you find inspiration, bro?
Yeah, I would have to say the bathroom, bro. The bathroom. That's the one time that you kind of alone. You know what I'm saying? You might have your phone, nigga. If I could set up a computer lab in the bathroom, I could set up with a TV,
bro.
For real, nigga. I'll be on my toilet taking a shit for about 30, 45, maybe even an hour. You know what I'm saying? They be like, "What you doing in there?" Nigga, I'm on the computer. I'm chilling. I'm relaxing. I'm calm in here.
Hey, keep falling asleep and all.
Oh my
Get a little
god!
fart and everything.
I seen one of them. I seen one of them roll around computer desks for like the pregnant women and stuff like that. I'm gonna send you the link, bro, so you can make that happen.
So you can make that happen. This guy, y'all do it. I think for me, bro, it's just like a nice car ride, bro. Like when I'm
Car rides, that's real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I'm on a car ride, bro, like that I get the most inspiration. I find the most bars or the most lines to come up with my poetry. So yeah, car rides definitely do it for me. And I found out the older I get, like I enjoy riding in silence. I didn't know that I'd liked it, but the older I get, I appreciate just riding when it's silent.
What is like it mean?
What is that? What you said? What now?
Nothing.
No, don't pay him no mind. Pay him no mind. Keep going, bro. Keep going.
Don't feed
Keep going.
Feed into my bait.
Yes, I got you. See, I had his back. Now I got your back. Keep going. Just keep going, bro.
Hey man, what is a habit or routine that you used to have that you don't no more that you wish that you would pick back up?
Oh, I got one. Helping people that don't want to be helped.
Okay.
Because you can help them. You can keep trying to help them. I had this problem. I'm out of that problem. I'm out of that situation. But you can't help nobody who don't want to help themselves. And I went through that for years, actually. Relationship wise, friendship wise, if they don't want help, you can't keep trying. At some point, you got to know when to let go. And then it's going to hurt you. Trust me, it's going to hurt you because I was hurt. It's going to hurt you, but it's going to benefit you at the end of the day. Because then like you don't feel like you're being used and like all of that, but like you can't help nobody who don't want to help themselves. And that's a habit. I had to break that habit because I have a caring heart. I'm an asshole. We all know that, but I have a caring heart. So that's my answer.
I like that answer for you. Man, what you got for me, bro? You got a habit that you used to have back in the day that you don't do anymore that you wish you did?
You mean like brushing my teeth or showering?
I hope you still do that.
Wasn't expecting that one.
Y'all boys on the road tonight, dog.
Hey, and I answered that question wrongly according to your question, but hey, we're switching it up.
I'll probably have to say ironing my clothes.
Okay. You used to iron now, but you wish you went back to it. I respect that. No problem. AB, what you got for me?
A habit that I used to have. Oh, that's a hard one.
Don't answer it like I answered it because I answered the wrong question.
Yeah. So because I don't want none of them habits no more.
What about
You know what I'm
making
saying?
beats?
That's how I answered it. Yeah, that's how I answered it.
I'm thinking
Yeah, so
to
you
myself,
get
if
where I'm
I
coming
tossed
from.
that bitch by now, nigga, I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
you get where I'm coming from.
it
That's how I
wasn't
answered
that
it.
great, you know what I'm saying? But I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I guess
What
I'm gonna
about,
just say like,
what about making beats? You used to make beats.
I used to make beats. I mean, I wish sometimes I'd be sitting over here like chopping it up with you and Larry and shit like that. I'd be like, damn, man, we used to have fun back in the day, just chilling, making some beats and stuff like that. That's therapeutic, though. You know, I might pick that back up just, you know, on a weekend, on a day where I'm just in my own zone and just kind of like get back into it. But I done lost all my equipment. I had to buy new stuff, but still, at the end of the day, that is therapeutic. I could do that. Yeah. I haven't made a beat in a long time. And every time I hear one, I'll be like, yo, that shit cold, that shit tough.
A habit, Don. That's a good
You
question.
gotta have it. You gotta have it a lot of that you used to that you used to
That I
do.
used
You
to
don't do anymore.
don't do anymore. Or wish I do it,
That
or
you
just don't do it.
yeah that you don't do anymore, but you wish you would pick it back up. You know, a habit or routine, a habit or routine that you used to do back in the day that you don't really do no more. That you would pick back up.
Probably. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I could have. I ain't gonna say habit or nothing. Well, it was a habit because at the time it was like that. I was asphyxiated with it. Working out and playing sports. Like I wish I would have went about it a better way. I didn't
Right,
heal right. I didn't take time to heal from nothing. I played hurt almost every season. I played any sport. I was hurt, still playing. I worked like that. So like a lot of that, I'm paying for a lot of that now. So I wish I'd have went about that all that different.
I
right,
can see
right.
that.
Absolutely. Respect, respect.
Oh shit.
With all
Uh
my other
oh.
habits,
Hey,
The Celtics down.
No, just went out with an injury and they're down.
Oh my goodness.
hey, Matt Hatter, what's your answer to that?
He already answered.
He already
I
answered.
answered.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
the
so
answer.
hey, Celtics down 9 points.
My habit,
okay.
Yes.
What's
my
your habit,
habit,
Damn.
Montana?
it would be I got two habits. No, it's one. I would say, like bro just said, like I wish I would have continued brushing up on my technique of playing the drums. I can still play, I can still read music, but the level that these boys are playing at now, well, women too, but the level that they playing at now, man, I get smoked. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even want to pick up the sticks. You know what I mean? But I still do it for shits and giggles. But I wish I would have kept with that because I could be getting paid for playing drums. You know what I'm saying? Or I could be on stage with playing backup for Usher or something. You know what I mean? You never know. If I would have really buckled down on it and locked in on it like I was back then and stuck with it. But
Hey, you tried me earlier with that message. Hey, you know message I'm talking about. I was in the bed for Jack Brett. I was like, this nigga. Hey, nah. Hey, but Montana. Another thing. You was the one of the most fire freestylers I knew.
that was the other
Me,
one I
you,
ain't want to
and
say it.
Mister, and the fucking Green Explorer freestyling. Hey, He was one of the most fire freestylers I knew.
I
It-
just don't wish. How can I say this? I wouldn't be mad if I kept up with that,
yeah,
but I just didn't see like before J. Cole broke. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't see
that nigga out the Ville. Yeah,
nobody coming out the Ville like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though we had, you know what I'm saying? Even though we had Yada Man, we had Rain Man and Black Watch and other artists come out of Fayetteville, man. But it was just like I didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see. Ain't nobody come down and look for you, Otis. That's all I can hear. When it came to that rapping,
yeah, because you was fire. Between you and AK, because both of y'all, hey, I was like, God,
I remember it was some days, bro.
I can make a song, but freestyling wise, yeah, that shit was y'all was crazy with that.
Yeah,
That top of the head
very,
was.
very,
Yeah,
very
top
immaculate
off the top,
of the
like
dome.
y'all
Yeah,
had me at that. I can make a song. Yeah, I can never
Yeah.
make a song. Man. But top off top, nigga, yes, y'all had it.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Let's get it, Mister.
I think
Who number?
for me, a habit for me would probably just be working out. I used to work out a lot more. I do it very frequently now, but not as much as I used to. Like I used to be very consistent with it. Um, and I just stop. I get busy. I get occupied with other things. So that's something I probably would want to pick back up and get back and get to my routine and my calisthenics going because I like the way my body looks when I'm fit.
You think you can beat me in wrestling?
Yeah, nigga. Man, all right. Look, man. Look, all right. My little brother. I'm big brother now. My little brother is number 3 in the state for wrestling. We do this. We wrestle.
Hey, but are you number 3? Hey, fuck the little brother. Are you number 3?
I said it with confidence, bro. I said it with confidence.
I love the confidence. All right, let's get it.
If you could instantly become an expert in any field outside your own, what would it be?
Music composition.
Oh, you want to learn how to write?
Well, read and write.
That's what's up. That's why I'm gonna go to college for musical theory. Download damn, what's the name of that shit, man?
I've checked out Piano and Drumeo so far.
Yeah, man. Man, watching some of my homies do that and turn something that you hear on the radio into a song on a computer, man. That's dope, man. That takes time. It's very hard, but it's easy too in the same sense. That's what's up. Hell yeah.
I got an answer. My answer is a pilot. Because, and the reason is because I'm
I'm
tired
not
of looking.
flying with you.
Hey, you don't have to. You ain't gotta fly with me.
Wait. Commercial or fighter pilot?
Any pilot. But the reason being, because I'm tired of looking at the side of the plane. I want to see what's in the front.
I respect that. I respect that.
Okay,
I
that's
respect
good.
that. I respect that.
That's a good.
Like, I want to see what's ahead. I ain't on that side shit. So yeah.
I think if I could be if I could be an expert in any other knowledge, it would be law. And I would
Like a
be
lawyer
yes,
like a
absolutely.
cop or
Yeah, like a lawyer, I would want to be a defense attorney. I want to be Thurgood Marshall, bro. Like I'm getting everybody off for that bullshit. Like you know what I mean? Yes. I want to know the law through and through, so that you can't do what y'all do to gentlemen and young men who don't know it. Yeah. So yes,
Yeah,
I would love
yeah.
to. I would love to be an expert in law.
Okay.
That would have been mine, but since you picked that one, I say I try and go in the vibe of like Doctor what's his name, like Dr. Yakbar and Dr. Sabi and stuff, and really learn about how
Yeah.
to really take care of your body and avoid all these medicines and drugs they're trying to pump into
Yes, sir. A nutritionist, absolutely.
you. Yeah,
Hell yeah. And a
that'd be
herbalist,
all. Yeah, the
absolutely.
herbalist. That's not what I'm trying to think. Yeah, herbalist. I'll
Hell
probably be
yeah.
into all that.
I love that shit. Hell yeah. We on the same frequency, loud out. What you got for me, AB?
Oh, his mic muted.
Montana?
Honestly and truthfully, man, I say this all the time. I tell my wife that I would love to be a trained assassin. I would love, you know what I'm saying?
A trade one.
Like, I would love to be able to walk in a room with 10 motherfuckers with guns and be like, oh, this what y'all really want to do? Okay. I don't know. I get such a rush out of that. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like Mr. You know this. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be a G.I. Joe. I always
Right,
wanted to be in the
absolutely.
military. You know what I mean? So like, when I was doing all my research in the military, I wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be either Green Beret or go Delta Force. And if I would have went to the Marines, I would have wanted to be a SEAL. So now that I'm
Hey,
an
nigga, you
adult,
crazy. All right, I'm gonna stop you right there. You crazy, but all right, continue.
that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I just got that mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now that I get to see, you know what I'm saying? I see these movies, I see these assassins, and I see these bodyguards and these hitmen and the stuff that they doing, and it's like, that's actually possible. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker can walk in the room, assess a situation, and say, all right, well, I'm gonna hit this guy first, and I'm gonna turn around and throw this over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love just to be that guy to get that call. Hey, I need you to go take care of such and such. Say less. I got you.
Mm-mm.
It
Send when
wouldn't
it's
be
done.
cool to have a license to kill. Just walk into somewhere because they need somebody killed and just whack them and just leave.
But
I can just leave.
for real though, them special forces, them Delta forces, like SEALs and shit like that, them niggas are hired killers, bro. I mean, they are professional killers.
Yes, they are.
They have a saying. They say you send the SEALs in to do any job, bro. They killing every bad guy on site. Everybody. They not leaving no survivors. They send the SEALs in. They getting the job done, whatever their job is they need to do, but they killing everybody, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I got a homie named
Don't
Alex.
be a bad guy.
He's special forces, bro. And like I said, he checks in with the group chat. He said, "Hey guys, I see y'all when I see y'all. I can't tell you where I'm going." And the next thing you know, he sends you a picture in Dubai in a fucking scuba fit, and then next he got a tuxedo on at night. But you know he's in the military. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're doing over there, but handle your business, make it home safe. You know what I'm saying? I would love to have a job like that, man. Taking out trash.
To be honest, though, that's a dope ass shit, though. To be honest, somebody paid you to kill somebody.
Yeah, until you die.
I mean, shit.
I mean that's you know, that's given.
Driving, bro. Like, come on, you know, so many car accidents they have a day. I went on the way to work today. It was raining and shit. Somebody smacked into somebody real hard.
Facts.
If you guys could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
To read a woman's mind.
I was gonna say read anybody's mind, but
yeah, you just took mine.
Hey.
Everybody want to read mine?
Hey, that's a superpower, bro. Can you imagine what you can do when you can read a nigga's mind?
Anybody's mind.
Nobody can play with you, bro. You can be like, okay, that's what you think, huh? Okay, that's good. You know
ain't that what Professor X do, right? That's the power I want. I want whatever Professor X got.
Yeah.
No, I
Like,
ain't
what
gonna
she thinking?
lie.
Because she can tell me this, and then she thinking another thing. I'm like, all right, yeah, this is a
Bro,
mind game right
you
here.
can see people for who they are. They get like you'll be like, yeah, that nigga does not like me. Okay.
Yeah.
But they'll be talking shit about you know, y'all have been there. You have been talking to somebody in the back of your head, you been like, man, fuck that nigga. And then, like, what if you can read minds and you heard that nigga say that? You'd be like,
oh, that's how you feel? Yeah. I'll be like, yo, yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. What about you, Loud Dog?
I probably what y'all said? I just got that quick.
I'm sorry, man. A
Superpower.
superpower. If you got one superpower, what would it be and why,
Oh,
sir?
I'll probably pick. I ain't gonna lie. Only thing, I'm a comic book fan and all that. I grew up on comic book superheroes, all that stuff. But if I could pick, there's two things that always stuck out to me the most. And both of them was for two different reasons. I always liked it Batman because Batman ain't had no superpowers, but he hold his own with everybody who did.
Yeah.
So that means you get what I'm saying. So it's something deeper than it's something real unique about him in a lot of different ways. It's deep. Batman a deeper character than what people know about. Because to hold his own with them, with those people with those type of powers, and still hold his own with no fear, and they fit him the way they did. That goes a lot to say. That man was just a human.
Yeah,
So he really one of the
absolutely.
strongest without being the strongest. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And he was always a
So
leader.
and he was one of the smartest because, like you say, he remember the time when he had to continuously. I can't say I'm tongue tied right now. The backup plans to how to take out everybody in Justice League.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
sir.
continuously. Yeah.
Yeah, so
No,
he
he
had
had
a
a
plan for
contingency.
everybody.
He had a contingency plan. You know
Yeah,
what
because
I'm
he come
saying?
out with tongue
Yeah.
tied. Yeah, so for everybody, right? So they mad. Everybody mad when they find out he got it. But then so they like, well, damn. Okay, you got all us. Like, so who? What about you? Where your contingency plan at? What we supposed to do with you? He was like, what the fuck? Like if he could cuss, that's what he would say. But he was like,
Right.
y'all are my contingency plan. The fuck, y'all superheroes. Y'all can kill me. Any one of y'all can kill me anytime y'all want to.
Exactly.
That's how
I
far.
mean,
But think about what he said. That's how far ahead he is of them thinking wise.
Yeah.
Batman
You get
fought
what I'm
Superman.
saying? He know that they the real threat, but they see him more as a threat than he see them as. That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Batman
him
fought
and
Julius.
then I pick Jumpers. I pick the movie Jumpers. If I could see
Man,
somewhere and
yes,
be
sir.
there,
Hey, them niggas
that's
used to
my
take
shit.
off.
Yes, sir. I'm
They used
there.
to
That's my
take
shit.
off.
That's who I would. If I could get that power right there, that should be on point.
So teleportation.
Yeah, but like theirs a little
Teleportation.
more different because teleportation, like they shit was more like you say, like they really jumping. That's the best way to describe that
Yeah,
shit. They
they,
going,
yeah.
they got wherever they look at, they can get there. That shit was hard, boy. I ain't gonna lie. And they
I
can
like
take
that
whoever
movie.
with them. Yeah, that movie
Yeah.
was different. Yeah, that shit was raw.
They never made the rest of those movies because there's actually a series of books to that movie.
I heard that.
No bullshit. Oh shit, that would have been hard.
I heard that. Somebody told me that.
Damn, I got to look into that. I ain't know they had a series of books of that.
Yeah, there's a series of books of that. Because one of the girls at the end, it carries on into the second movie where the mom is part of the Palatins.
Oh
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Damn, I wonder that mean you know what? It must have didn't do good in the movies. In the box office. It didn't do too
Yeah.
good.
Right. So for they couldn't keep the prequels and the sequels going. Right. Right. Absolutely.
It
But
did
you know
good
what
on
movie
paper.
I felt? You know, it's another good movie that was underrated that could have had a sequel if they would have, if it would probably made more money in the box office.
What's that?
No Time with Dakota Fag and Justin
Justin
Timberlake
Timberlake.
when they had the time on their wrist and that's your lifeline.
Oh yeah.
So time,
Oh, yeah, and then
Is it
you pay for your
endless?
time.
It's
yeah.
called endless, right?
You
I
pay
think
for
it was.
your time.
Yeah.
That shit was hard, boy. I ain't gonna lie. That was a different concept. Like that shit was deep. Yeah, that was deep.
You ever seen
Ta-
Equilibrium?
Yep, I have.
That's an interesting concept in that
Yeah.
one. But no
I ain't
senses,
never seen it.
no touch. You're not allowed to feel. No senses.
Yeah.
They don't
No
want you to.
senses.
No senses.
Okay.
They have sense offenders. You become a sense offender.
Sense offender.
Motherfucker punch.
Okay.
I like Marshall on here. All right, what
What's
we
your
got?
Marshall? What's your superpower?
What's my superpower?
Yeah.
Since we already took mind control and teleportation, I'm probably gonna have to go with. Is there any left?
Yeah, the power
I
of
guess
being the
the
power of being
Riddler.
immortal.
I guess the Riddler's power in the Batman movie, where he makes the device that goes on TVs that turns people into zombies, but aren't they already zombies? I guess he kind of just doubles down on turning people into zombies, and we seem to do double down on turning people into zombies with tech devices or anything like that. So I think I'd be a pretty good villain.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think my superpower would be. I think I would want to be able to just use 100% of my brain like Lucy, bro. I think I would want to. I would want to be able to do it all, nigga. Like she can do everything, nigga. Shape shift, move shit, wear my read minds, nigga. Everything. Like I would want to know how to do it all, motherfucker. I will. Yeah. No. I think I
Doctor
want that.
Strange would having Doctor Strange's powers could be fun.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That'll be there. Yeah, the way they had. Yeah, Doctor Strange.
Doctor
He one of
Strange.
the
What the guy
strongest.
with the helmet? What's the guy with the helmet?
Oh,
That's
now he was hard.
Magneto.
No,
Magneto.
no,
That's
not
for X-Men.
Magneto.
That's
No,
No, we
Magneto different. No, we ain't talking about Magneto. We talking about the one that was on that's on the Justice League like animated series and what's the name of that movie that came out with them? Oh, Black Adam.
yes,
You
yes.
talking about buddy with the gold helmet? Hell
The,
yeah,
yes, you with me, brother. You with me, long dog. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He's strong.
That's
Yeah, he
Doctor
different.
Strange.
Yeah,
He was in
yeah. I don't know what y'all
the
talking
multi
about, but
universe.
yeah.
He's in the multi universe. He's in.
yeah,
Okay.
He helps save the day. But that guy, he got some power too.
yeah. Him, Doctor
He got more
Strange.
power than Magneto.
Yeah,
Well, as
nigga, he was
far as mutants, I ain't gonna lie. Mutant wise, Magneto is up there. Like him, like, ain't too many put his weight. It's probably less than 5 or 3 mutants that's stronger than Magneto. Put it that way. He like up there, top 5 for sure. When he
Okay.
really like tapped in fully into the full power, Magneto is a problem because he can control. Like you seen the one where he controls like minerals out the earth and anything to do with metal, he fucking with.
Yeah.
And Mac his magnetic fields and shit, he can control all that. So that's a big problem. He can destroy the
Okay.
earth basically.
Yeah. Okay.
If he wanted to, he can literally destroy the earth, like basically throw everything off whack. But
Okay.
the one you got to worry about is that motherfucking Scarlet Witch. What?
Oh yeah, she like that.
She is a problem. Put it this way,
Yeah, Wanda
what's
not
the
to get
what? Falcon. Or what's it called? The name when she turned into when Jean Grey evolved?
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Phoenix don't want to fuck with Scarlet Witch.
Nah, hell no. The Scarlet Witch like that.
When Scarlet Witch tap into her all the way of power, that lady can destroy the multiverse. Like she different. She can destroy the universe. Like that
I've
shit
always
different,
been
boy.
partial to Gambit.
Oh, Gambit the dude, like he one of the coolest
Hey,
though.
Gambit, that
He
nigga
just wasn't
disappeared. Hey,
he just
he
wasn't strong
disappeared.
enough. Only
He just
problem with Gambit, he wasn't strong enough. That's it. His powers he
Gambit
had
was
cool
fire.
powers,
Hey,
but
Gambit fire.
he wasn't strong enough. He was the coolest comic book character to me, to be honest with you.
Nigga,
Yeah.
I can disappear
Gambit,
and then go here. Yeah. What? Yeah.
Gamble was cool. But his powers was kind of limited. Like he only can charge up energy, like and use it, like manipulate like shit. But with the energy, like he can charge up anything and make it a bomb, basically.
Yeah.
So they ain't really all that. But Gamble can fight like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
All right, what we
That's
got
what
next?
made him different. Yeah, what's another good topic?
All right. Let me get y'all another one. If y'all could change the ending of any movie, what movie would it be and why?
Damn, that's hard because there's so many.
I'd make Rose move over and Jack would get out of the water and fit on that fucking door.
Look, and that's my shit.
Hey,
That's my
the
shit.
best answer.
Cause look,
I ain't got
you
nothing to
pick my
say.
movie. Look, and that's what I was gonna
That's the
pick.
best answer. I ain't
Because
got
look,
nothing to say. I ain't got no
I'm gonna be
answer.
real with you, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. That's one of my favorite movies, but I hate it at the same time because of that. Cause I was like, I ain't get it with her, bitch. I just went through all this with you, and now you telling me you want to give up. So now I gotta sit here and babysit you, and I done forgot about myself again in the movie, and now I done froze in the water because bitch, you wanted to give up. I got to make sure you stay awake till these people come.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I ain't got no answer.
Think about how selfish she was, dog. That shit had me so hot, bro. You know how much Jack did in that movie? You know how many people Jack helped save? Boy, I'm hot by that shit still to this day, boy. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I don't like that movie. Yeah, I wish I could change that shit. I ain't gonna lie. That's the one movie I said I could change. I'd change that shit. No lie, bro.
I agree
Oh,
with you, brother. I think for me, bro, is since you said that one, I'm gonna go with the Green Mile. I feel like
Oh, the big black nigga.
all the
yeah.
good he did in the movie, and
No,
y'all still proud.
no. You know why? You know why? You know why? I prefer him to go out the way he did because they didn't deserve him on Earth.
Ooh, okay, I love that. I love that.
The time frame and the era that was in, they didn't deserve him. It was too racist, too like everything. He wasn't gonna never get a fair chance. They were never gonna look at him for what he really was. So no, he went out the way he was supposed to.
Yeah.
I got another
Okay.
one.
What's that, bro?
Bruce Willis is alive in The Sixth Sense. In The Sixth Sense, instead of being dead.
Nah, that made the movie though. That's the only thing that made that movie gory and scary is that he was dead the whole time.
That he was there the whole time.
Yeah, without that,
Exactly.
it's not a good. Believe it or not, without that, it's not a good movie.
I agree with that part, though. I agree with that part. I can't argue that. I can't
Because the
argue that.
mystery of the movie was the one to know what was up with the boy and what was so up with Bruce Willis. Why is Bruce Willis in almost every other scene in this movie? It makes you wonder. And then you don't peep that he really dressed the same throughout the whole movie. Days going by and he dressed the same.
Reflection.
He just taking off layers of clothes. He got like a certain amount of layer of clothes, and every day he just changes the layer. He might take off with a jacket. He might take off the scarf. He might take off the sweater. Like you don't peep it though. So it's so much shit they did with it that's so unique. It's a base around Bruce Willis' character though.
Right.
Feel me? So he got to be dead. It wouldn't be nothing to the movie without him.
I respect that.
That was a movie you had to think about. That was like a different movie. You had to really open your mind up to that one. That was kind of crazy.
I guess mine's gonna be Ghetto and Ratchet.
Oh, I got a great movie though. Since we on a good movie, right? I know we off topic, but this a movie that blew my mind. But you got when you watch it, you don't get it at first. It's a movie with Nicolas Cage. I can't think of the lady name because I don't think she was no huge actress. But Nicolas Cage had a son. The lady had a daughter. Nicolas Cage was he worked for the government or something. Or something. No, not even government. I don't know what he was, but he was dealing with something without the numbers. Talking about the one where he was predicting the tragedies and it was happening. Okay, so look, that movie so raw because it throw you off on the concept of the movie. You thinking it's one of those movies like the end of the world and somebody just like a prophet and they seeing what's going on, but and then they go at you at that point. Then they go at you. It look like it's an alien movie.
Right.
Like it's like some kind of business from outer space doing some crazy shit. So then when you really peep it, it's really the real Armageddon happening. The Earth
Yeah.
finna come, like they finna destroy the Earth. They finna start over. Nicolas Cage's son is Adam, and the lady's daughter is Eve, and they finna start the Earth over with them. Yeah, but you don't notice that all the way until the end because you think the aliens are. I mean, you think these people who trying to get the kids are aliens and trying to abduct them and take them. First, you think they regular people, then you peep. Hold on, these ain't regular people. You think they aliens, but the whole time those are angels coming down here to collect the people that God chosen to help repopulate. But them two gonna repopulate the Earth, and they was taking animals and shit. Like if you weren't noticing, they were grabbing like certain shit. Like it was kind of crazy. That movie was so deep, boy. I was like,
Yeah.
damn. And
Nah,
at
but
the end, you see him and her running through the Garden of Eden and going to by the forbidden the tree like with the apple and shit. Like they were going by. That shit was deep, bro.
yeah.
So the world basically they predicted the end of the world, where the restart of the world basically. That shit was hard.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
But I never remember the
No.
name of that movie though. I can't never remember the name of that.
Yeah, it's Numbers. I think the movie's called Numbers.
Oh shit. Okay, say less. Because I want
Yeah,
to
I
go
think the
rewatch
movie's
it
called
again.
Numbers, bro. I think it's called Numbers.
That's
See
one of his
that,
best movies, by the way, too.
Yeah, I know
man.
exactly what you were talking about. What's your movie, Montana?
I'm going ratchet now. Y'all just stay with me, okay?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, baby.
We're gonna say set it off,
Yeah,
Okay, I can go for that.
dead presidents,
Definitely can
yeah,
go for that. I definitely can go for that.
okay. Uh, this connection drop. AB, what's yours, man? I like that dead president one, man. I wish
Yeah,
it would
me
have.
too. I ain't gonna lie.
I wish it would
Yeah,
have not had
that.
went out like that. That was a good one. That was a
I
good one.
wish what you call it, soft ass ain't snitch with his green ass.
Yeah, man.
The preacher, he snitched. His soft ass. I was hot
Yeah,
about that.
I know you're talking about bald headed, that crazy ass.
Yeah,
He was,
man,
he
nigga
was
fold.
giving everybody $100 and shit.
Yeah, man, tripping.
Was it Cleo? Cleo? Was it Cleo? Was his name
my
in the
man.
movie?
That was
Yeah,
his name, Cleo.
I
yeah.
think it
I'm
was
talking about
Cleo in the
Cleon,
movie.
the one that couldn't run the
Cleon.
damn mouth.
Yeah, Cleon.
Yeah,
Yeah, dumbass.
Cleon.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are my first two, and then my last two would be Scarface and Blow.
Ooh,
I
Because
like
with
I can
Blow,
go.
Scarface.
Nah,
that
you
was
know
his
what?
last run. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
That was
but
his
you know
last
what?
run.
Look, I agree with Scarface, but Blow, he deserved that because you know what? You know what hurt Charlie? Charlie
What's
wasn't
that?
a killer. He wasn't a killer.
You right?
And
You definitely
Charlie in
right.
that game, you can't be in that game and not be a killer.
You definitely right
And that
about
high
that.
in that high game he was at the top he was, you got to be a killer.
You
He was
got
supposed
to.
to kill. He was supposed to kill Diego. He was supposed to kill Pee Wee Hermit, the plug, and he was supposed to kill his ex-wife.
Yeah, that's
Mm,
facts.
mm, mm, mm,
You right.
If he would have killed them three people, Buddy would have never fell off.
Facts.
mm.
Definitely agree with you on that.
So Charlie deserved what happened to him because in that life you cannot go in that life without being a killer. Bitch, you got to go
That's
at
a
some
fact.
point. So it's like so he deserved it, but I'm gonna say why I agree with Scarface because back in the day on PlayStation 2, wait, what 2 or 3? Hold up. One more. PlayStation 3, they came out with Scarface and it was like they kind of did it like GTA. But
Hmm.
the thing about it was how it started off at the beginning. Right there at the end of the movie, but you buck the nigga from killing you at the end. You gotta buck him, so like you gotta avoid getting killed, but you still gotta make it do that, and you gotta make your way out the mansion and through all the police, all that shit on fire. You know everything hot lit, police everywhere, SWAT every. You gotta make it out through everything. You by yourself basically. You got to make it up out of there, and then they start you over from the bottom because you just lost everything. So now you got to get everything back.
Mm.
That shit was hard. So that was a movie plot right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That
Hey,
was a movie
don't
that
forget
was a
about
whole movie plot.
don't forget about Max Payne. Remember Max Payne too?
Max Payne was gangster back then. I ain't gonna
Oh
lie.
yeah.
The video game was better than the movie though.
Yeah, the
The
video game was
Yeah,
definitely
storyline,
better than the
yeah, the
movie.
storyline for the video game was better than the movie.
yeah.
Same
Absolutely.
with Silent
Absolutely.
Hill.
Oh, Silent Hill.
Mm.
Silent Hill was hard.
Like Let's get it.
All right, we're gonna do a word association and gonna wrap it up for the night.
All right, let's get it.
Let's do it.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Impression. What does that mean to y'all when you hear the word impression?
The impact you left on somebody's on the impact left on somebody, whether it be their sight, their mind, you know, something that you said, something that you seen, something that you did, you know, action that you did, you know, that's what I think of an impression.
Mm, gotcha. Anyone else? First thing come to mind when you think
Impersonation left
impression.
impersonation left on somebody.
Okay. AB, what you think of when you hear in person?
I think Montana said it best. You know, it's the impression that you leave on somebody, the lasting memories, whether good or bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
That you leave in a
right.
person's that mental image of the encounters that you have with that person. So when I think of
Respect, man.
impressions, you know, that's what I think about. So
Be you.
I think impression. It can go either. It can go both ways. Impression. It can. You can fake impression.
Right.
I want to be devil's advocate with this one. You can fake impression.
Okay.
You can act like
All right.
you this. You can pretend like you this for temporarily, and then like true colors come out. That's how I feel. Like, yeah, I'm this fucking stand-up guy. I'm fucking amazing and everything, and then the truth shall come to the light. So
Right.
impression, it goes both ways.
Right.
All their answers were right, but there's some there's some deep down digging in the impression because
I like that.
you can fake it. You can fake an impression.
Yes, you can. You can.
Definitely true.
And I like that you said that because I kind of when I hear impression, that's kind of what my answer is. My answer is this. My answer is like the initial perception of someone, even though that perception may not be accurate. You know, because it's my initial perception. You know, what I mean, it's my first first encounter with this person. So it's my initial perception of this event, this person,
Yeah.
this place. You know what I mean? Whatever I'm at, my initial perception is the impression that it leaves on me. But uh that could be a
False.
false or based on limited information because it's my initial perception. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like I can think about how we used to do not we, but I ain't saying we, but in general, like you meet a chick, back in the days we young, I'm gonna show her the highest of what I think she wants,
Okay.
and then now we're in a relationship. Now it's like, oh, this nigga ain't that, and then it gets like, this nigga ain't that, and like and then it gets lower and lower. I'm just keeping it real.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
What he showed
I
me
think
is not what he is.
Okay, look, I think I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna try to dress up what you just said. I think
Yeah.
everybody, not just you, not just you, and I know you wasn't just talking about you, just people in general, but I think
Hey,
all of
hold
us
on. I ain't talking about me.
collectively,
Hold the fuck up. Yeah, I ain't talking about me. I just said Jordan. Hold the fuck
right?
up.
Just collectively, people in general, I think collectively we all put on an introductory person. You know what I mean? We all give people who we feel like, is acceptable. We don't let people into who we really are until that person done been around us for a while, and now we can actually, show them a little bit of who we actually are. A lot of us put people onto an introductory person. I think that's everybody. I think in a job, you got your first 90 days where you be just 100% person, and then you get to relax a little bit when you see how things go. And I think that goes to any type of where you go and any relationship you get into.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's a good way to
Just to
look at it.
piggyback off that, and then I got homies. I be like, nigga, that's not you. But I'm gonna let it be great.
Right.
That's where they fall back on social media. Everybody who wasn't popular or stood out, in that type of way growing up, now social media, you can be that.
You could be that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could
You
be
can be whoever
seen and
you want on
heard.
social media.
Yeah, you be whoever you want to be. So it's like, but at the same, there's always people who gonna know, like, yeah, but hold on, but you ain't nothing like that because I grew up with you. I grew up around you. I still see you to this day. I know what's going on, but you let a
Yeah.
person be great. That's a little moment, a few seconds of fame. You let them have it. Shit, you ain't got to say nothing
Yeah.
about it.
Right.
But me, I'm gonna
Honestly.
think. What's the word we using again?
Impression.
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 Me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say for me, just on my behalf, how because I believe in impressions because I kind of get at least 75% of like who I am at the beginning.
Right.
You feel me? Because I ain't really trying to sugarcoat much. I ain't trying to hide much. So with me, I'll be like I'm more like a breath of fresh air and a mental clip note you can always go back to remind you that there's some real shit out here. Like everybody ain't fake.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Then like I was just like, yeah, like straight up with them, like, hey, all that playing, lying, manipulating the situation just to get you to talk to me. I ain't got time for none of that. Hey, this me, this is what it is.
Long
You either
past
on
that
board or
age.
you ain't. If
Damn.
you ain't, I'm gonna keep it moving. And hey, more power to you, no disrespect. I ain't the one to
I'll tell
cuss
you.
you out to get mad and call you out your name. Cause for
No
every
funny.
one I don't get, I get 2 or 3 more. So that's how
Exactly.
I
For
always
sure.
look at it.
Just let that shit go. Just get another one. They
But
come
just
and
know I'm
go.
one of the few that kept it real with you and told you what it is and what I got going on. If I do got something going on, and ain't too many gonna do that. They gonna lie, manipulate, and try and get you on board first, and then like let it come out. No, I'm gonna tell you what it is first.
From the
I'd rather you
jump.
respect
Yeah.
me later. And then like later
Yeah.
on, I might bump into you down the line or bump you. I might be hollering at one of your homegirls. You like, you know what? That nigga right there kept it real though, boy. He a real one. He
Nah.
said this, said that. He ain't have to tell me. See, so that shit go a long way whether you know it or not.
Yeah.
Nah, I
Yeah.
do. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You know it, do. Women love that shit. If you keep it real with a woman, you give a woman the option to choose. You know what I mean? And a lot of times she going off the fact that you just keep it funky with her too, just because so many niggas don't. You
Facts.
know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Exactly.
Like she could be like, you know what, nigga, I'm gonna give you some of this pussy because you are honest, and I can deal with that. You know what I mean? I can
I ain't
build
gonna
off that.
lie. I ain't gonna lie. Growing up with 2 older sisters and always learning from them and how to. I'm always been all right with the ladies. The best
Hold up.
thing
You
you could
talking
do.
about my mama?
Well, yeah, all of them. Cause like with them, I used to be around. Like once they let me be. Well, even before of age, and once I got in high school, I was like around a lot of grown women conversations. So I already knew that lying wasn't the way to go. They respected men who really just kept it real. Cause even if they ain't on board with it, they rather still have a choice because you never know if your swag, you make a great impression on them, they liable to still want to be interested to see what's going on because just because you kept it real with them.
That's true.
Because now they know how to move. Now they know damn, okay, if you got peoples, I know now if I see a bitch following me acting crazy, okay, I already know what time it is. This could be your people. They just want to be aware and know how to move if it's time to move. Some women be
All
on
right,
that.
so I got a question. That'll make you feel like guilty, like manipulative, or
Hell no, not if I told you what it
Hell
is and
no.
gave you a choice.
Hell no.
Hell
Cause
no.
I feel them because you know what I'm saying. I'm not the most. Look, let's just say I've had a promiscuous past. You know what I'm saying? And I tell them straight away, hey, look, I got an old lady at home. I got a family. No, I'm not leaving. No, I'm not trying to build nothing with you. I'm just trying to fuck or chill, whatever we gonna make this, and that's what it is. Either you with it or you
Yeah.
ain't. You know what I'm saying?
See
Like,
the ones who manipulate the situation, the ones who lanes feel like you got to play up under their feelings to get your vibe out of them.
Yeah.
In actuality, you don't have to do that.
No, you don't.
Right,
That's straight up.
right.
Whatever
No,
time they on, they gonna be on.
motherfuckers like you when you straight up with them. Most of the time, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because nowadays you got to think. See, you got to live into what the world and what society is. This ain't that time frame where people living on morals. Everybody lying, everybody conniving, everybody got agenda. So if you be genuine and tell them what it is, they gotta respect it because that shit is not floating around everywhere.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Cause that's all it is. You play, you holler at women on how your environment is. You go off of other men. How other men vibe, you go against the grain. 9 out of 10 times that'll work for you. Cause they getting
Right.
all this shit that's similar, back to back to back to back. Long as you ain't doing the same shit they doing, they gonna give you a chance to see what's going on with you. Just because you standing out.
Just so you stand out. You ain't saying nothing wrong.
Dude, I
Hey,
ain't never had the most.
Ronaldo,
Yeah.
let me give you.
Now, go
Give me a
ahead,
quick
brother.
statement for the people, brother. Give me something positive for the people for Motion Monday to close it on out.
Well, to me, man, I say keep it real with yourself before you can try to keep it real with anybody else.
Hell yeah.
Preach.
Hell
Learn
Me
yeah.
and
yourself. Take time to yourself. Learn yourself. Know what you want. Know what you're looking for. Know what you're willing to accept and what you're willing to ain't, and stick to that. Because the moment you compromise that, you lost.
You gone. You're lost. You out of here. Yes, sir. You got a motivational message for the people before we close out, AB?
Nah, just everybody have a blessed Monday and the rest of the week. You know what I'm saying? Got to get back on that grind and go and deal with that stuff. You know, that regular life stuff, that work.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Mm.
sir. Montana, you got something for the people to close out?
Yeah. For the people, motivational. Yeah. I got it. I got. I'm stealing this from my boy with the Chris lineup, Mr. Steve Harvey. It's the reason why the front windshield is so big and the rear view is so small, man. Keep looking for it.
Yes, sir. Keep looking for it.
Mm.
Man, Adam Marshall, what you got for me? I should let you go last because you always go. What you got for me, man? Adam?
The key to success is through an open door.
The key through success is through an open door. Y'all hear that, ladies and gentlemen? I like that. BU, what you got for the people, man?
what I got is don't let nobody control your mood. Cause then you get in the upper hand, and you don't want that. You have to be in control of yourself. So do not let nobody control your mood. And it's hard not to let, cause sometimes, hey, Missy, you might piss me off. Hey, I'm like, dude, I gotta talk to me. I gotta talk to me.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta have a conversation with me like, oh, who the fuck is this nigga? I'm me. Do
Yes,
not let
sir.
nobody control your mood at all. That goes far in life in general, work, life, at home, and anything. Do not let nobody control your mood because the at the moment they know they control your mood, they're gonna take advantage of that
Yeah,
and they're gonna use it.
yes.
And then that comes with manipulation. And they gonna know, all right, this gonna piss him off. This gonna piss him off. This gonna piss him off. And when they want to dig deep, they're gonna do it. So do not let nobody control your mood.
Yes, sir. I like that. Um, I think I close it out with simply saying this for the people. First off, we want to thank everybody for joining. for this episode of Upper Chain Podcast. Man, we hope everybody find it inspirational and all the stories that we told, man. If you like this episode or another episode, don't forget to like and subscribe, man, and tell a friend to tell a friend. We on Mondays, we on Thursdays, and we on Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And my message for you people on Motion Mondays is your peace is too expensive. So don't let nobody or nothing steal your joy.
All right, so hey, before we end, um, interview Thursday. What we
Yes, we
doing?
have an interview. We did an interview on the 15th. So y'all
Yes,
might want to tune in. Yes,
it's
absolutely.
gonna be a big one.
Yeah, man. We got a treat for y'all, man. So definitely tune in Thursday. We got an author and poet that will be joining us. It's a surprise for everybody. So, you know what I'm saying? Tune in, man, and tell a friend, and continue to like and subscribe. And if you find us on any of the podcast audio versions, be sure to leave us a review, man, because it helps us get more listeners. And if you would love to be featured on the podcast, all you gotta do is get it, be you, or get at Mr. Sacred Sexual on Instagram, and we'd love to have you on. If you are an artist and you would like to be showcased, we would love to have you on all spectrums of art, because that's what we made this platform for. This platform is for you to have a space to come and do your thing. All right. Till next time, baby. Art for Change. Peace and love.
Hey, Thursday about to be lit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Let's get it.